here for episode 6 of Uncle Sam and Limey. Raph, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm, uh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm half asleep, sort of, still, despite the fact we've been talking for a little bit. But, I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm alright. What time is it over there right now? Before we
It
even...
is 7:30 in the evening.
7:30 in the goddamn evening. Alright. Word, word. It's like 11:30. But I mean, it's not that strange. My day's just beginning, so no big deal. Not
Mm.
not a big thing. What do we got on the plate? What do we got on the plate today? What's going
Okay,
on here?
so we've been sort of deliberating, trying to think of some good stuff, and we've got sort of I think three topics which we're going to cover. Don't know how long each, but dating advice, drunk or drunks and drunk women, in particular. I've got a story to tell, and double standards when it concerns older people. So.
Oh, I just like how you're dressed up as a sailor. Um, Dating advice. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan in like general, and I think that's probably where part of that comes from. Like, if people are trying to give dating advice just in real life away from YouTube, I'm still like, who are you? I mean, unless you're my friend. I mean, if I value your opinion, then it's okay. But um, I don't know. I still feel like nobody should be really giving anybody advice in that sort of department because it's just like I feel like it just sort of comes natural. That
Mm.
makes yeah. So
Exactly. If you're with the right sort of person, you won't need the advice because you already know.
yeah,
Uh, you already know enough to get by, and then what you
yeah,
don't know, you learn.
exactly. And there's been times is that there's
That's my
been times
flatmates.
that's what I figured. Um, there's been times where I've been talking to women before, and because I actually like I'm into them, or are entertaining the idea of being into them, like I don't know what to say to them because I try to make every experience I have like, with and every experience meaning like every woman, so every woman I talk to that I might actually care about, like I try to make it as unique as possible because I don't want it to be the same as the last one, or like I don't want to even say the same things, even if
Yeah,
it's
you don't want to like you don't because to them you're just gonna sound like you're you, but to you you sound like an old record. I'm
yeah.
the same exactly.
Like I don't want to recycle anything, even if it's something simple like, oh, I really like talking to you. Like I need to say that in a different way because otherwise I'm gonna feel weird and feel like I'm just using lines that I used before. So,
Oh. Our conversations are stupendous.
yeah. Um, how close are your roommates? Like,
Oh, can you hear
there's,
them really clearly?
I can hear them fairly clearly, but
Well, I've
uh,
got a couple of people around me, but generally they play their music super loud. It doesn't
no
normally bother
word.
me, but if I'm recording, it's just a bit difficult.
Yeah,
Uh,
gotcha, gotcha. But yeah, man, dating advice just in general. Like I'm not that big of a fan, and then especially on YouTube.
mm, yeah, my main problem with YouTube dating advice is young people, because I mean, eh, how can you feel qualified if if you're a teenager and you're handing out dating advice with like your second girlfriend? I mean, I was what having French kissing sessions with my first air quotes girlfriend when I was like 9, 10 years old. I mean,
So
do you want me to do you want me to suddenly say, well, you're doing it wrong when I'm
yeah,
12? I mean,
that's
I
a
don't know
good
where people
way.
get the idea that because they've been going out with someone for a little bit, they know. Because really, it's sort of the way I break it down, the way I've already said to Clay before this, discussing it was sort of understanding. If you can understand a person, you can empathize with them. And what was the other one I said? It was
I remember
understanding,
empathizing because
empathizing, and
it was like 30 minutes ago. Like I
yeah,
have no.
fuck. But and trusting. If you can understand, empathize, and trust someone, then you don't need any advice because
No.
you're gonna learn what to do anyway. Because each person's different, you can't treat everyone the same. So the best advice you can give yourself is not search for advice and just do it.
Yeah. I definitely that's yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of I've never met someone that can't. Well, no, okay, never mind. No, I have a family member that they just can't empathize whatsoever. Like it's bizarre. I don't understand it whatsoever. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I think some women can't empathize, honestly, or at least like they just act like they can't. Because I mean, I've when like if you ever argued with a woman before, it's like, what's the problem here? Can you, and you just like show some understanding, and they just don't. And
Mm.
so I don't know. Is that fair to say? Like, because I've had that where I'm like, if it was you right now, like you would have a different. I mean, opinions change based
Mm.
on, I mean, position, but I don't know. I just feel like women can be really ignorant sometimes,
I
and
think it's
I
both.
mean,
I
men
think it's
can
the
too.
same.
It's the
Yeah, I
same,
think
but
it's the same on both sides.
I could definitely say that I have not been as ignorant as some women I've talked to.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. Like
I think.
I
Excuse me. Sorry. Um, nearly choking
you
to
did a whisper.
choking to
You're like,
death.
excuse me. It's super
Um,
quiet.
yeah, I think part of the thing about women is because of the fact they're women, and I'm not going to be, I'm not being sexist. I'm not being unfair or judgmental when I say this, but I've known girls who have like laid into guys because they're not going to fight back, and dude, if someone
Exactly.
starts punching you, you've got every right to defend yourself, no matter who they are. I mean, if some crazy girl is gonna come slapping me, I'm not gonna go out and like fucking sucker punch her. I'm not cruel, but I'm gonna try and stop her from hitting me.
Yeah.
Whether that means I'm gonna grab her wrist and restrain her, even if that hurts.
No, I definitely. That's bizarre. And I literally, and once in high school, this girl was getting all up in my face because she knew I wasn't gonna like hit her. But if it was a man, I would have gone crazy, like nerd rage, just like
Mm.
insane. Because I mean, I used to get picked on, and so like you have that built up, just like
Yeah, you
animosity
have that
towards
little
people.
store,
Yeah,
that
and it's
little
still
store
there. Like when
of
I
your
see people,
rage.
when douchebags talk to me, even today, I'm like, you better fucking leave. Like, you have to go.
Yeah.
'Cause you wouldn't have made fun of me in high school. Therefore, I already know I don't like you. And
Yeah.
I don't know. This girl got off on my, and of course she did, because she knew I wasn't gonna do anything. And so she was acting like she was ready to fight. I'm like, you're not. First of all, I know you're not gonna do anything, but you know I'm gonna lose this fight because I can't say anything to you because you're a woman, and you're being stubborn right now because you have a vagina. So, I that's just fact. Like she knew she was gonna win because her vagina, and
Just
it's
on the fact that you
bullshit.
have chivalry,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, because
On the fact that she's counting on you not to do
yeah,
anything.
and you
It
imagine
had,
if I did, and just like just pushed all of that, like all my standards to the wind, and just be like, I'm gonna knock you out. Like that scares me. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't like if a woman is gonna be hitting me, that like, I have like a three strikes rule. And then
mm,
upon like the third strike, I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure you don't hit me. Like I'm not gonna hit you back, but I'm gonna make sure that I can either like push you away or restrain you in some way. Because I don't. Nobody likes getting hit. Like
no.
it's not fun. So I mean, yeah, exactly. I'm in the same boat. Like I'm not gonna hit a lady, but I mean, technically as well, when a woman wants to fight, that's not very ladylike. And I've
Yeah.
noticed that more and more. Like I'll be friends with people on Facebook and even in high school and stuff. They'd be like, "Oh, you're lucky I don't fight you, bitch." I'm like, "You need to fucking not do that because it's not
Yeah.
attractive." And women
Be a
fighting is
lady.
frightening. Have you
It,
seen two women fight?
and
It's like
they're fucking
hamsters.
going hell for leather.
Yeah.
It's not like a guy's fighting. Guys will kind of they'll hunch in. They'll just end up sort of virtually be hugging, but kind of punching each other in the ribs.
Yeah.
Women, they're fucking like rah. Their legs are flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Their hands are clawing at each other's face. The hair's like falling
Yeah.
out. It's
Yeah.
scary shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like two. If you've ever made hamsters fight before, it's like that. Because then you don't know.
Made hamsters fight.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, okay, look. in high school, my science teacher had hamsters, and I never did this because I thought it was fucking cruel. But the douchebags in the class were on like the football team and the fucking wrestling team and stuff. They'd put the two hamsters together, and like immediately the hamsters would be like "Rah!" and fight, and it would just be this ball of like fury, and they wouldn't. Nobody knew how to stop it because it's like, what are you supposed to do? And I was like, get that shit away from my table because I do not support this shit right now. But it's exactly what it is because like no one knows how to stop two women from fighting because you can't. Like as soon as they get into it, they're not gonna want to stop willingly. Like they're like, no, that bitch needs to die. I got a handful of her hair and I want more, and it's weird. I don't like it. It bothers me so much. I can't even like when two women are fighting like or about to like in high school, people would be like, "Fuck yeah, bro," and I'm just like, "No, just make them stop. This is not okay. I would just give them a hug, do something. Like don't." So yeah. As far as the hamster thing goes, that's I feel like that's pretty accurate, but I don't know. I'm not around hamsters that often.
It's just I don't know. I didn't get it. I suppose you can segue now to unladylikeness. That's that. Oh, that's good. That is
That's
good.
not
Clay.
bad. Yeah, ha ha ha.
Smart move, Clay. Didn't anticipate it, but
Fuck.
Okay, so I've had a few run-ins with alcohol, and it changes you. It does. And I'm going to use an example from last Friday. And it was themed, okay, myself, my flatmates, and other people from our halls were, we were dressing up as sailors. So I was like black trousers tucked into my leather boots, pistol belt and holster, and a sort of a tank top vest type thing with a little sailor's hat. And I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty good. Yeah, but I don't get it, because you see people. I walked into the union, at I don't know, it must have been about 10 o'clock, and there are already people getting off. I mean, amazing hordes of people in every corner. Every corner you got like 2 or 3 people is like at it.
Wow.
Not full on at it.
No, I know,
They're
but
only
like at
making
least
out, but
no, like
yeah, it's.
I knew you weren't talking. Yeah, no, they're not gonna just fucking have sex. But I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. I don't know where you hang out, but yeah, no, I understood. It's all good. You don't have to. Okay.
Yeah, maybe for the younger viewers may not have. No, never mind. Anyway, back on track. So I lost my friends a lot in there, and when I was walking around, I sort of got a text from one of my mates saying, "Oh, we're on this room, we're in this side, blah 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 blah." So I get over there, and I'm hanging around there for a little bit. I can't find anyone. Out of the blue, a fucking tiny blonde midget woman runs past me, takes my hat, disappears off into hundreds of people in some crowd in the middle of this packed room with Scott Mills. If you probably don't listen to BBC One radio.
No.
No, but he's a famous DJ in the UK, and just ran into this massive crowd, and not but 30 seconds later, some amazingly drunk woman, almost stumbling up to me, decides to grind against me. I don't get it when it comes to this. You're attractive until you stumble up to someone and rub yourself against them. There is no. It's like, wow, yeah, you're not bad looking. Maybe in 14 hours you'll be attractive, but right now you're just rubbing your ass on my thigh, and I'm not really into it. Not that you're stumbling everywhere, and the reaction I give is just like, well, I'm not doing anything here. I'm just gonna stand still. It's like, you're no fun. Blah 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 blah. It's like, I don't care if I'm no fun. I'm not interested in you because you're drunk.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like they're like, oh, you're no fun right now. I'm like, I am not supposed. Like, I didn't show up here to make out with you. Like, I'm just here, and you're making me feel uncomfortable. So all you've left me to do now, you backed me up into a corner. And my only defense is to stand. God damn it! Like, what the fuck? It's not okay. And I like how you. It's not attractive when you stumble over to someone and grind. Like, I just pictured it, and it's fucking awesome. Like the person's already nearly falling, and they're like, "Oh, here's a leg. Let me hump this." It's
Yeah,
fucking.
but that's what it's like. I mean, oh, I was with some people last year, and I made eye contact with this person very briefly. So what does she do? She walks up to me, stares at me for a little bit, and just goes and grabs my bollocks.
What?
Why? Why do people do
What the
that? They
fuck?
feel the need to cup your balls
That's
for
weird.
like a half second, and it's like, great.
How do you
So
react to that? How do you?
you just cut my. What are you doing?
That's weird.
You can't really react to that. I mean,
I.
again, I wasn't in the least bit attracted to her.
That's really weird. Why? Why? Why does that need to happen?
I don't
Um,
know. I don't know what it is.
it's fucking strange. I've made eye contact with people before, and then like all of a sudden in their head they imagine that as like some sort of invitation for them to like
I know it's not like
walk
you're
up to
dancing
you.
sexy. You make eye contact for like half a minute and then wink. It's
Yeah,
like
like literally,
I,
you're looking around the room, and all of a
you're
sudden
looking
your
around
eyes
and
meet for 2 seconds. You're like, oh shit, my bad, and you continue, and then all of a sudden people approach you. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. Get the
yeah.
fuck back. Like that could happen anyway. Like that's happened to me on the street before with like homeless people. That's happened. I mean, like I don't understand where people are like, oh, he looked at me. Yeah, let me. No, get the fuck back. Like I never. Like even I don't give a f unless you're my friend, and it's like, oh shit, he moved my eye contact. Oh, now they're walking over here. All right, word, that's fine. But it's always happened in weird situations before, where like I'll be in line for at a concert, and then people like will make eye contact and be like, oh hey, can you do this for me? Like fuck, yeah, sure, fuck, shit. Like oh, do you have a lighter? Like no, I don't have a fucking lighter. You're drunk and you're way too close to my face. Get back. What the fuck? I don't need to help you smoke your weed. Like don't. I don't know. I just went on a tangent. My bad, man. My bad.
No. Eye contact is a good thing. I was brought up by my dad. I mean, if ever I got told off, it's like, no. Look into my eyes, and listen to me. And I have been brought up to make eye contact,
Yeah.
and it's just. I mean, today I was walking around, looking at all the societies in the university, and there are a lot of people handing out New Testaments, and I haven't got any problems with that. It's just I make eye contact every single time, and I probably had 6, 7 new small books of the New Testament thrust upon me, and I'm like, whoa, I'm sorry, I'm not religious. Every time, the same people did it to me as well. It, I just make contact. I make eye contact, and I think, oh fuck, because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna come after me and talk to me about something. I mean, I don't know. I maybe I should just look at my feet when I'm walking around.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous because I go and pick up my little brother from school sometimes, and I'll make eye contact with the parents, and then it just gets really awkward because they
Yeah.
think I'm some sort of young father, and all that shit. And I was like, no, I'm picking up my little brother.
Yeah.
Or if I'm in a supermarket and you look at one of the people who's like goes around helping people or whatever, make eye contact for a second. It's like, do you need any help?
It,
No, I was just looking around,
no.
and it's hideous, it's horrible, I hate it. But then it is really important to make eye contact as well.
Yeah, no, I do.
So,
I do agree. Fuck. I was walking around the local university with my friend, and we were walking around, and I think I made eye contact with someone, and I don't like how people automatically assume if you make eye contact that you're approachable. I really hate
mm,
that, and I really hate when people approach me on the street. I don't know why. I'm like I'm not ready for it. I'm not prepared, and so then when they do it, I'm like, God, fuck. Okay, hey, like it's a half startle almost because I'm like, why? Fuck. Okay, let's chat now. And these random people, these two women, approached us, and you could tell they were like sorority girls, and like that weirded me out because they were like, "Oh, what are you guys doing tonight?" I'm like, "Fuck, this is weird." I, and they were like, "Oh, you guys should come to this." And this dude who was some random frat guy was like, "Yeah, yeah, you should. Yeah, you totally," and all this shit. And they wanted us to go help out like their fucking clubs or some shit by buying ice cream. And I don't know, the dude kept the dude kept like looking at me and talking to me, and I was just like, stop. Like both you, all three of you guys need to stop talking to me. Like nothing. I'm not wearing a fucking sign that says like, oh, I need ice cream. Direct me. Like, and the dude was like, yeah, you should buy like 3 of them because they're so good. And I walked away and I was like, that guy, I know he would have made fun of me in high school. And I automatically just don't want to talk to you. And then these whores, and I'm not saying they're probably, I mean, they could not be whores, but based on how sorority people are portrayed, I'm pretty sure they get around. And so they just approached me. And I was like, get the fuck back. Like, you're putting me on the spot. I don't need fucking ice cream. And you approaching me makes me feel weird because, I don't know, I just was not into it. Like, I'm not a fan. I don't know.
I'm just imagining you. It's like they're walking up and like, I don't need your ice cream, motherfucker!
Dude, this makes me seem like I'm a really unhappy guy all the time, but I just don't. There's just certain standard, and I make eye contact with my parents, and they've when I was growing up, and they'd be like yelling at me or something, and it'd be the same thing. They're like, hey, look at me, and I'm like, God, fuck, okay, hey, yeah, and I'd have to stare at them, and like eyes locked, and so I make eye contact with people, and so yeah, same fucking. It's bullshit. Don't, whatever. Anyhow, but it seems cool on paper that like 2 women would approach me and my friend, you know, randomly like, oh, what are you guys doing tonight? And literally, my mind went to really bad shit. I was like, are we gonna fucking bone? Are we? This is, I don't know. This is strange because this. I mean, like, I don't know why I thought that, but my mind, being that, I don't know. I think everybody's. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But I was
Oh
like,
yeah, everyone's dirty.
Okay,
There
cool.
is no exception.
All right. I'm glad I'm among friends. So, but yeah, I don't know, it's just strange. Not a fan. They're yelling. People are yelling right now.
Why are they yelling?
People are yelling where you are. Why are they yelling?
I don't know. They're drunk.
Sound like raptors. Sound like velociraptors. I feel like you're living in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I go to university in Jurassic Park. If we could start a wild rumor that I'm like friends with velociraptors and I'm studying in Jurassic Park.
Change your YouTube location to Jurassic Park.
That would be awesome.
Do it.
It shall be done. Let's have a look.
But older women.
Oh, it is going down.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Older women, dude.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, so let's see if I can multitask here. We were going to talk about double standards when it comes to the age gaps in relationships and stuff. And but part of the thing is, it's like it is more acceptable now than it was for an older person to go out with a younger person and vice versa. But there's certain ways it's portrayed between people. For example, an older woman with a younger man, she will be portrayed as a cougar, whereas he'll be more of a player. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's that sort of, but then again, if you have an older man with a younger woman, she is a gold digger, and this guy's just having fun.
Yeah.
And this, well, it's the way the men see it, because I think women are slightly more open-minded to things like that. But what you see is like the old guy with the young woman. Oh, he's doing pretty well, isn't he? The young guy with the older woman. Well, look at him, older woman, eh? Whereas the young girl is a gold digger and the older woman is a cougar, and I don't know. I think it's just a bit unfair and it is completely sexist.
It totally is, but when you see those things, what do you assume automatically? Like you yourself. Because automatically when I see someone like a younger lady with an older guy, because I mean women know that they have the ability to get what they want using what they have, and if they look good, people are going to be like, oh, here you go. I do it when I go out to restaurants. Like if I have like good service and the lady's attractive, she's going to get tipped a lot of money because I enjoyed looking at her. So I don't know, like what do you assume when you do see an older man with a younger lady? I don't assume the most honest situation immediately. So
I don't. But I think that's I can't change my country.
Jurassic Park,
Okay.
UK, dude.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, where
dude,
is Jurassic
location
Park
school.
technically?
Oh, I haven't got a clue. It's somewhere in the ocean.
Yeah. So
It's
just
like
put
a.
fucking Jurassic Park, comma ocean. Oh, just put Jurassic Park Oceanville. Well, then it's just completely
Well,
accurate. Fucking
not
ocean.
completely.
It's basically we're living in the movie after you put that. We're both the old fucking man that started Jurassic Park at this point. We're
Whoa, I
that
don't want
good.
to be an old man.
I don't either,
Dude, I
but
had the worst epiphany ever.
what's that?
I was just lying in bed and I was just thinking, fuck, I'm gonna get old.
Yeah, right?
And then I was like, oh fuck. It's something. It's so weird to think that. I mean, I'm going to be as old as my parents one day. I'm going to potentially have kids one day. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. I know the feeling. Like 100%. Like lately, there's been times where I just feel really nostalgic because I can't really believe where my life is right now. And it's not even necessarily like fantastic. Like I'm not living like I didn't just get hired at a really great place and like I'm making all this money or anything. Like I just can't believe that I'm, like nearly 20 and in college and not I don't know. I just because like when you're younger, all you do is look forward to the like getting older, like the next year of progression. And then when you're actually there though, it's like
It's
public
like,
school
fuck, I
system.
wish I was younger.
Yeah, the public school system, it's like, yeah, well, next year, dude, when we're this, we're gonna be able to do all this and all this stuff. And like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then now when you're older, like, I really miss being younger, and I've been thinking back to like middle school and parts of high school where like life was just amazing. And I'm not saying it isn't amazing now, but I mean like, I had nothing. I didn't worry about anything. All I did was like play
No
video games.
responsibilities.
None whatsoever. I was like, I might go to if I go to the movies today, you have to use my allowance, and I don't know. It's so nice. And now, it's like I have to worry about getting a job and taxes, and just
Petrol,
yeah,
jobs,
yeah, and
education.
yeah, which sucks
Um,
worrying about education. And
I mean, I've got to sort out my loan for my education, and I've got to find a job and a house to live in sometime soon.
yeah,
And fuck,
it's not fun.
it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not fun at
No,
all.
but it's just part of life, and like and the thing is with like when, fuck, I had a point, and then you brought up your house, and then started worrying about you living somewhere, because I was like, that's a lot. Fuck, well, I don't remember what I was gonna talk about.
I'm sorry, dude, I threw you off
No
track.
big deal. It's not a big deal. My mind wanders all the time, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of depressing almost when you it's not horrible. It's nice that life is progressing and everything, but I mean, like, eventually we're gonna die, and until that point, we're gonna have to work a lot. And I don't know, it's all very, like, I don't know. Like, when you listen to music and stuff, like, what kind of stuff you usually relate to? Because, I mean, like, the artists I like, occasionally, they'll bring up, really great points about life and stuff without actually, I mean, coming on saying it. And it's just, like, the whole mentality I think that people should have when they're living is like, life is hard and it sucks, but that's okay. And you just kind of have to make the best of everything.
Yeah, that's well. When I listen to music, at the moment at least, it tends to be quite "Yar wenches"
What?
because, whoa, I'll explain. Because I don't know how, but I've rather gotten into pirate metal at the moment.
What the
So
fuck?
yeah, but just look up Ailstorm, and if you Clay, look it up. Anyone watching, look it up. Wenches and mead. So they just talk about alcohol, booty, and wenches and sailing the high seas,
Wow.
and it's fucking badass.
That's, I don't know. Well, okay, well, when I was,
Each to their own.
well, no, exactly. Different strokes for different folks. But I used to really want to, like in parts of high school, I used to really want to work at a Renaissance fair, dressed up as a pirate and play music. That was like my fucking dream. Like if I could do that, I'd be living it. Because, like, that's what I'm saying. Like when I was younger, I used to think about those things, be like, man, it'd be so fucking cool to do that. And now it's like, man, I really gotta have a career. So, like, I don't know, the
Exactly.
difference in priorities is astounding, and it bothers the shit out of me. Because it was really nice to think about those kind of things. Like, I used to watch videos of people performing at Ren fairs and be like, man, I bought a fucking concertina. And I was like, I'm gonna learn this. And I never fucking learned it. And I don't know, it's just, fuck. So it's cool. I used to listen to pirate music for a little bit. Not a big deal.
Huh.
I understand. But
Cool. Shall we wrap it up then? We've pretty much hit on the 30-minute mark like now. So
yeah, that's fine.
shall we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up, dude.
Awesome. So thank you for watching Uncle Sam the Limey episode 6. Dating advice, drunken women, older double standards, and all that shit. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.